Hi there, my name is Sean. Thanks for joining me today for this 30-minute strength and bodyweight class. Now, to perform the exercises we're going to do in this class, you're going to need a few pieces of equipment. Number one, a chair. And make sure your chair is in a space that's free from any debris so that you don't have any tripping hazards around you. Number two, a set of dumbbells that's appropriate for your fitness level. And number three, a resistance tube that is appropriate as well. Lastly, one more thing, water. You always want to have water near you, and I would love for you to be drinking throughout class. Hydration is key when it comes to optimal health, so make sure you drink plenty of water. Now let's go ahead and put those underneath the chair so that they're out of the way. I'm going to start my clock, and we are going to start by sitting in our chair nice and tall and marching in place right here. Nice and tall, moving the arms if you would like to. Now, the purpose of the warm-up, we want to increase the body temperature. We want to make that body feel warm, get the muscles and joints ready to exercise, get that heart pumping, and then work. So, if you want to move your arms, I'd love for you to. If you need to take a rest and put them down at any time, you can do that as well. Okay? So, move them like you mean it. Excellent. Now, not much longer. We're going to change this to a step touch, and the arms will change. So let's go ahead and put your hands on your thigh, stop moving the feet, and step touch right and left, right here. Now, arms just out and in. Out and in. Step, and then bring the other foot in and tap that toe. Are you still sitting up nice and tall? Posture is always key. Great work. How are you feeling today? You made it. That's like the biggest part of success right there. Just choosing to do it and making it to class. So I'm glad that you're here. We're going to have a great time together. Oh, and Molly says we're going to have a great time together too. Little Molly. She'll come into the picture here and there. Join us. Okay, heel digs, forward and back. Try and push those toes all the way to the ceiling to feel a little stretch in the back of that lower leg, the calf area. Arms are just pushing forward and back as you see. And again, if they get too tired, you can rest them on the chair or on your thighs. Completely up to you. Now notice, I'm keeping my hands below my shoulders. Don't need to take them any higher than that. Okay, put it all together. Let's march right here. You got 8. Now step touch 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, heel digs. Up, up. Yeah, 4 more like that. 4, 3, good. March in place. 4, 3, 2, and step touch, side to side. Perfect. 4, and heel digs. 3, 2, and 1. March in place. Let's move those arms. Step touch here. Perfect. Heel digs, forward and back, forward. One more time through. Ready? Let's march in place. And step touch. Finish this up. A few more here. And heel digs. Let's go. Forward and back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, stop right there, freeze. What happened to your posture? Check it. Were you starting to collapse a little bit? Let's reset, sit up nice and tall, and let's do some shoulder rolls and chest openers to teach our body, remind our mind, muscle connection, how it's supposed to feel and how we should be sitting as we do these exercises. Big stretch for the chest and release. Shoulder roll, Oh, nice big chest opener. Beautiful. Couple more. Big shoulder roll, sit up tall, lengthen through the top of the head, open the chest, and release. Give me one more. Open. Nice stretch. Wrapping those shoulder blades around the spine, and release. Okay, now your right arm comes up. We have circles going forward. I have my heels going up and down just because I like moving to the music. That is not the focus, but you can certainly do so if you want to. Okay, let's change that to backwards. Go. I have a real hard time sitting still when music's going. You choose. You choose. It's your class. Let's have some fun together. And stop. Let that arm rest. Other arm comes up. Shoulder forward right here. Keep it level with your shoulder. It's not a real big movement. Other way. Make it backwards. Getting that joint ready for some work. And stop right there. Okay, the first exercise, we need our dumbbells. So go ahead and turn to the side and hinge at the hip, bending forward, and grab your dumbbells. And the first exercise is called a sit-to-stand. So hands are down at the side, and we stand up out of the chair, squeeze the glutes nice and strong at the top, and then have a seat all the way back down. Still sitting up tall, now stand. Great. These big muscles here working the thighs, front of the thighs, the glutes, helping to continue to increase that internal body temperature and burn some calories too. Nice and tall, squeeze the glutes at the top. Your gluteal muscles, the butt muscles, the tush, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes it depends on the day. All right, couple more. Give me one more. One more good one. Stand up. How tall can you stand up? Finish. Squeeze the glutes. Sit down carefully. Keep those dumbbells in your hand. And we have alternating bicep curls. So turn. Palms forward. We want to try and keep our upper arm from the elbow to the shoulder stationary while we do this. Right and left. Right and down. Left. Good. So we have 12 on each side, or 24 total. Nice and tall. Think about that core now as you're doing this exercise, because believe it or not, a strong core, engaging your core, makes this movement more effective. Everything stems from the middle of the body. So keep that nice and strong. Is that elbow staying still? Keep it right by your side, right by the ribs. Nice and strong. Working the front of the arms. What we call those biceps. One more each side to finish this. Okay. Now we can set the dumbbells down. So turn to the side. Carefully hinge at the waist, the hip. Sit up. And now we are going to a sit to stand. And we're going to add a toe tap on each side. So this is what it looks like. Just watch one. We have up, tap, tap. And then sit back down, okay? Challenging the balance just a little bit. So let's stand up together. Balancing on one side, tap the right foot. Balance on the other, tap the left. And then have a seat carefully. Yes, stand up. Squeeze the glutes on the way up. Tap 1 and 2. And then sit back down. That's it. Lift up tall. Tap. Tap. Try and reach those toes out as far as you can. And touch the floor right with the tip of your toe as you do it. Sit down slowly and carefully. Now, if ever you feel like this exercise or an exercise that any instructor is doing is too fast, you can by all means slow it down to a pace that's comfortable for you, that works for you. I cannot stress enough to listen to your body as you're exercising it, as you're challenging it. Last one. Stand up tall. Tap. Tap, and have a seat. Okay, you need your dumbbells again. So turn to the side, hinge at the hip, grab the dumbbells, and this is what we call a reverse extension. So your hands are down at your sides, and you're going to press the weights back and behind you. So this is nice and slow. We push them back away, feel the opening of the chest, and then we lower. Now you're going to feel this in the back of the arm, the triceps. You're going to feel this in your shoulders. And I hope the whole time your core is engaged. You feel that in your core. Nice deep breathing. Press. A little hold at the top each time. Good. This is also really great for mobility of the shoulder. Keep that range of motion where it needs to be, because as we decrease in mobility in our joints that need full mobility, it's much easier to get injured. So these types of exercises that we do in these classes, they are great for a variety of different reasons. And one of those is definitely to keep our mobility where it needs to be and release. Okay, we did dumbbell work, and now we're going to band work. So go ahead and turn to the side, hinge carefully, and grab your band. The band is going to wrap around your legs. So bring your feet together, your legs together, and the tighter you wrap it, the more you're going to feel this. So maybe go a little tighter than you think, and then you can always loosen it if it gets too difficult for you, okay? So hip abduction. We're going to take the feet apart, bring them back together, and then we do an extension, okay? Maybe you want to scoot back a little bit on the chair. So we go out and in and extend and in. Now when you extend out and in, flex the top of your thighs. Flex the thighs and in. Out and in, extend and flex. And bring it back. Out, in, extend. There we go. Let's do a few more of these. And extend. Great. Sitting up nice and tall. Can you lengthen through the back of the neck a little more? Keep those shoulders rolled back and down. Out, in. So you should be starting to feel that a little bit. If not, maybe the band is a little too loose for you. Maybe tighten it up a little bit more. Out, in, extend and flex, and bring it back. Great. 3 more. Still sitting up nice and tall. Extend and flex. Last one, out, in, and extend and flex. Release. Nice work. So we did the legs. Let's now go to the upper body. So you're taking the band behind you, underneath your shoulder blades, and underneath your arms. You grab the handles and then you wrap it around your hands once or twice, and we're doing a chest press straight out to the front. So you press out to the front, you bring it back. So your arms are at 90 degrees. So if you could make goalposts with them if you lifted them up. And press out, keep your shoulders pressed down, and bring it back. Push. And big exhale as you push. So again, you want this to be a challenge to you. Not so hard that you can't do full range of motion, but definitely challenging enough so that once you've done the 15 repetitions, your arms are saying, whoa, your chest and shoulders, whoa, you just worked me. Because right now you're getting the triceps, or the back of the arm, the front of the shoulders, and the chest, working 3 different areas. It's a great exercise to help strengthen the upper body because it hits so many different areas at once. One more time. All right. Great work. Get rid of that band. Go ahead and set it down. Turn carefully and hinge at the hip. Pick up 1 dumbbell while you're down there. That's it. Okay, the next exercise is a seated twist. Very key on this. Keep that dumbbell up, pulled into the chest, push into the dumbbell, and sit up super tall. So you want that spine lengthened. Make as much space between each vertebrae as you possibly can. Lift and twist, and center. Other way. Lift and twist, contract, twist, and again. Twist. Turning your shoulders, taking your gaze with you as you turn the shoulders. And release. Whenever you're twisting or coming into a small forward folded position, closing the body, you want to let that air out. Like you're wringing out a rag right here. Can you sit up any taller? Can you press in on that dumbbell anymore? Last one. And release. Okay. You made it through all the exercises once. We get to repeat them a second time. So you have that muscle memory there. Second time through, better than the first. Timing is perfect. So first of all, let's get some water. Staying hydrated. I told you at the beginning, so important for health. Drink a lot of this throughout the day. 3, 4, 5 of these minimum. Keep doing it. And if you have coffee or soda, you need more of it because those dehydrate you. So make sure you're drinking plenty of water. First exercise was the sit to stand. So we need our dumbbells again. Hinging at the hip carefully, picking those up. Come to the edge of the chair. Get ready. Nice tall posture and stand. Squeeze the gluteals or the backside at the top. Stand up all the way. That squeeze of the glutes at the top of the tush. Squeeze right here. Squeeze as tight as you can. Very important to help you finish standing up. Many people, when they stand, they don't fully extend their body, meaning there's always a little bit of bend in that hip. And that just makes those hip flexors tighter and tighter and tighter. So we want to stand up fully erect all the way and then sit back down. Stand up, squeeze. Yeah. Nice deep breaths. Take your time. Good. Give me 3 more of these. 2 more. And last one. Tall, squeeze, and have a seat. Wonderful. Next exercise to stay seated, and it's a bicep curl. So turn your palms forward. Remember, try and keep those elbows real close to the side or close to the ribs. We alternate sides. So right and down, left. You don't have to move to the music. Work at a pace that's comfortable for you. I like to try and move to the music when I can. It starts to drive me bananas after a while. And those of you that are musical people, you know what I'm talking about. But it's not always important. What's most important is proper execution. And if the music's making you go too fast, you do need to slow it down and just watch how the movement works your body, how it feels as you do each exercise. Okay. Nice curl. Keep that elbow stationary and fully extend each time. So fully extend the arm. And make sure at the top, contract those biceps. So the front of that upper arm, contract. Nice work. Keep going. After this one, we'll get rid of these dumbbells for another sit to stand. And you don't have to worry about lifting the weight. All right, little fatigue setting in those biceps yet? They should be. They should start to talk to you about now if you're lifting enough weight. And 1 more each side. Still sitting up nice and tall. And release. Okay. Now, since we're doing a sit to stand, you know what? We'll put these on the ground. So turn and hinge at the hip. Set them down. We're going to pick them up right away. But this first, we have to do an exercise without them. So we stand up together, nice and tall. Balance challenge. We tap right. We tap left. And then we sit back down again. Stand up. Tap right. Tap left. And sit back down again. Good. On your way back down, take your time. This sit to stand, this is functional training. Functional meaning we're practicing what you do in everyday life. How often are you going down, sitting in a chair, getting in your car, and you're standing back up out of your chair, getting out of your car. So we're working those muscles that you need to stay strong throughout everyday life. Tap, tap, and have a seat carefully. Stand up nice and tall. Tap, tap, and sit. Give me just a few more of these. Stand up tall. Make sure you're squeezing the glute at the top. Both glutes. And a couple more. Squeeze, tap, tap. We'll do one more. One more. Stand up all the way. Tap. And have a seat. Okay. Nice work. Turn and hinge at the hip carefully. Pick up those dumbbells. We're working the back of the upper arm now, the triceps. We just did the bicep curls. Now we're doing reverse extensions. So come towards the edge of the chair. Sit up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back. And we're going to press back and behind you. So press and hold. And then bring them down. Press and hold. So this exercise is good for a couple of different reasons. One, obviously, yes, we're working our shoulders and our triceps, but we're also stretching the chest in front of the shoulders, which are very tight muscles for many of us. So again, another very important exercise for helping us with our posture and our everyday movements. Straight back and lower with control. And a couple more. Hang in there. You're in the last third of the class now. You got this. The home is in sight. And release. Two more. Still sitting up nice and tall. And release. Okay. The next exercise, you need your band. So turn to the side, hinge at the hip, and pick up your band instead of those dumbbells. We're wrapping that band around our thighs for the hip abduction with extensions. Remember what that was? We do an abduction, bring it together, and then we extend and flex the front of the thighs. And then we bring the feet back in. Ready? Let's do it. Out, in, extend and flex. Bring it back. Out, in, extend and flex, tighten them up, and in. Good. Out, in. Now, are you starting to feel that a little bit in your outer thighs? Those glutes? If not, maybe you need to tighten that band just a little bit more. And push. In, extend and flex. Three more. Out, in, extend, sitting up tall still, out, in, extend and flex. Last time, out, in, and extend and flex. Release. Okay, slowly, carefully, those bands come from around your thighs, and now they're going around your back. So around the back, underneath the shoulder blades. They stay under the arms. You first grab the handles, then you wrap them around your hand one time. Chest press. Here we go. Out and back. So I'm trying to keep my elbows level with my shoulders. As you push, let the air out and bring it back. Now while you're doing this, keep going. Think about how tight this is. Can you tighten your core anymore? Come on. It's out and back. Keep the shoulders pressed down. Now, as this gets difficult for people, real common mistake is to let the shoulders drift up toward the ears. You want to keep those shoulders pressed down. Love this exercise. We're strengthening the front of the shoulders, the chest, and the triceps are back behind the arms. Couple more. You made it. Great work. Go ahead and release. And we're setting this on the floor and picking up one dumbbell. So turn to the side, hinge at the hip, Pick up one dumbbell and come back. We're pressing in. And remember, this one, so important to be as tall as you can, separating those vertebrae as much as possible, lengthen through the back of the head, neck, top of the head, press in, and we twist. Turn the shoulders and take your gaze with you. Last exercise, and then we cool it down. This is it. We made it. You made it. Thank you again for choosing to join me today. Can't wait to see you back again soon. Because I don't know about you, I hope that you're as committed as I am to want to do this for the rest of our lives. Our bodies need it. It continues to age. So we have to keep fighting that by continuing to move. And luckily we have great resources out there today to be able to do just that, take care of yourself, right in your own home. How convenient is that? One more. And stop right there. You can carefully set that weight down, hinging at the hip. And if you need water, drink some water. I'll grab some with you here as we head into the cool down. Great. Sitting up tall. Let's do a shoulder roll to reset that posture. Smile. You've just done good things for your body. Open up big. Big chest stretch. Release. Two more. Big shoulder roll. And open. Posture is so important. If you haven't gathered that from how many times I've said, sit up nice and tall. I'm saying it again now. Posture is key. In life, yes, especially when you're doing exercises or adding weight, resistance to movements. Keeping that core engaged, very important. Okay, forearm stretch, arms go out, palms up, and then drop the fingertips down and up, down, up. One more time, down, up. Now rotate. One way, rotate the other. Let the arms rest. Sitting up tall, tall, tall. Take the head to one side, drawing your ear down towards your shoulder. Stay tall and long with the spine. Back to center. Lift, lengthen the spine, the neck, and then bend to one side. Release. One more each side. Deep breathing. Release. One more time. Doesn't that feel nice? And release. Okay, hip flexor stretch. One cheek comes off the chair. That same leg pushes back away from you. And you drop that knee down, squeeze that same glute, that tush, and reach up to the sky. So opening the hip flexor and reaching up, lengthening through the torso of the body. And release. Do one more for me. Press that heel away, reach up to the sky. Wonderful. Release. Okay, shift. Let's come to the other side. One cheek is off the chair, and we push away with that heel, opening the hip flexors, squeezing the glute, and reach up to the sky. One of my favorite stretches, probably because my hip flexors are so tight. Just like most everybody out there, just because of sitting, walking, driving our cars, they just get tight. Release. Give me one more. Reach up. Squeeze that glute. Push the hips forward. And release. Okay. Come to center. Deep breath in. And exhale. Strong posture. We stay strong to the very end. Lift up tall, roll those shoulders back and down. Big deep breath in and exhale. One more time and you're finished. Inhale with me and exhale. You did fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me today for this strength and body weight class. I hope to see you back in another class very soon. Again, I'm Sean, and you have a healthy day. Amen.